Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the rat. I do apologise for being a little bit late on this one, but better late than never. I am going through a bit of a rough patch, so I do apologise, and I hope you'll understand. I do apologise. We will get back on it, however, and get this reading done for this week now. It's only 24 hours. It's fine. It's fine. Let's stop about there. And we'll take that one from the bottom. We'll take that one from the middle. We'll take that one from the top. What have we got? Okay. I'm sorry. Maybe it's not fine. Maybe it's not fine. Oh dear. I spoke too soon. Right. I like to say black isn't always an attack, but when we've got three of them all here like this, it can be a little bit, overwhelming. But black isn't always an attack. So let's not be all doom and gloom until we know the compatibilities. We've got a catalyst card, the pig. A very slow end to something is happening. Something quite painful, something that you've been going through. Something a bit emotional, something that you've had to go through over the last week or so, something that you've had to relive, something that you've had to experience again or have to remember. Something's been quite hard for you to deal with, but it's starting to change. Things will now change. It's not necessarily going to get better because obviously we are seeing these negatives, but it doesn't mean it's going to get bad. It doesn't mean that it's all bad. It does, however, mean that we're going to have to hold space for ourselves here, and we have to remember that we are rats, and rats are resilient, and rats are industrious, and rats are capable of things that a lot of the Chinese Zodiac signs definitely aren't. And holding your emotions and keeping on is one of those things. Self-preservation is definitely your go-to thing, and I think right now you are holding on to that in a sort of game of survival almost. It's almost like you have to cling on, or you've had to recently. Things may change, though. They may change. I mean, the rat and the pig, they are moderately compatible. And I think right now this place that you're in isn't so much of a really, really bad place. It's just more of an emotional one. It's just upsetting. It could just be something that's quite heavy for you to carry, something for you to deal with or think about, something that you've had to let go of. It's just a hard time, and I feel like you're walking with a bit of a heavy heart, and it's quite a slow process to kind of process it all. We've got that black dog coming in there as a protector, to kind of I don't know, guard you in this moment. That energy's coming here to wrap itself around you. I mean, the rat and the dog, again, moderate compatibility. Not a big issue, not a big problem there. There's no struggle for dominance or things like this. So I don't see that dog as an attack. I see it more as a defense. Self-preservation coming in again. Holding your own and just trying to put on that brave face. I think I wouldn't like to say that you're struggling, because I wouldn't want to put that on anybody that may not feel that is the word they would use. But it's almost like it is a bit of a struggle. It's a bit of a struggle. You're trying to hold on to everything, and you're already really busy. You've got stuff you've got to do, things you've got to take care of, responsibilities left, right, and centre. You're an adult. And yet, emotionally, it's hard. Emotionally, it's heavy. Emotionally, it's holding you back. Emotionally, it's again, you're putting on a mask and you're putting on the brave face, and you're trying to keep on keeping on, because that's what rats do, and you're bloody good at it. It's just you can't escape it from yourself. You can hide it from everybody else, but you can't hide it from that rat looking back at you in the mirror. And I think when you have that space for yourself, as I said, you've got to hold space for yourself. When you have that space for yourself, let it out, let it go. Be emotional, be expressive, and just try to handle it rather than try and forget it. So I just don't think it's, well, I suppose I say that it might not be something you can forget. I mean, you might be able to forget about it until it happens again, or until it comes back around. I mean, it could be an anniversary of someone, could be an old sort of I don't know, ex's birthday, or, you know, or something. It could be anything that's made you relive something or relive an experience that, you know, has made you quite emotional. By next week, you could have forgotten about it. But right now, you're kind of shutting down a little bit, closing down a bit. That dog is a communicator after all, and in its black place, it's not communicating. It can't communicate because, again, the doors are closed. The doors of communication have been slammed shut. Why? Self-preservation. Because that's what rats do. And it is all because of this emotional place that you've been thrust into. And you're just looking after yourself. And that's okay. You are allowed to do that. In fact, you're encouraged to do that. Hell yes, you're supposed to do that. Protect yourself, look after yourself, and make sure that all those vulnerabilities that anybody could take advantage of are yours to, you know, defend. Absolutely. But don't close off completely where you're not dealing with what you need to deal with. You don't need to blow off steam in the middle of the supermarket and start screaming out at the checkout person. It's okay to keep your composure and keep the cool in that circumstance. But don't hold on to it all the way through until you think it's disappeared, because I assure you, it probably won't. It will still be in there. When you come home and you feel in a bit more of a comfortable place and there isn't going to be a victim, take it out in different ways. Take it out and get it out and express it in different ways, you know. There's that Black Ox again. These are very slow cards. Very slow. This is very heavy. Wow, these are probably some of the heaviest cards, all in black there. Something definitely is going on. I'm actually feeling quite heavy for you guys. It's actually quite sad. That Ox card is that thinker card. It's again implying there is something on your mind, something that you're being drawn to think about, something that isn't necessarily incompatible with you. Because again, with the Ox and the Rat, there isn't a massive clash. In fact, the Ox and the Rat are on the same soulmate line. They're on the same soul line. So it's not there against you. The Rat and the Ox are very good together. That's why I think, you know, this is something that you've had to endure. It's something you've got to go through. It's something that you're going to go through because it's a natural process. It's a natural process to feel this way, this grief, this heavy heart. It's natural for what the circumstances is, you know. For example, my mum passed away in May, a couple of years ago, but the month was May. So every May, things get heavier for me. They do. It gets heavy to hold, and I think about it, and I do get a bit reserved and defensive, and I do get very emotional, and I do think about things, and it's a very slow process, and that will never go away because it's a process of grief. But by June, July, whatever, I've kind of just got on with it, and I get on with life, keeping on until the next year comes around, and then again it hits me again. So it could be a situation like this where, you know, you're in that place not because you've done anything wrong, not because, you know, you're a bad person, or because, you know, whatever reason. It's simply because you have to, because it's part of a process that you have to go through in order to deal with what it is that you've lost, or deal with what you're trying to grieve, basically. And maybe you're in a good place, and we're not trying to steal that from you by saying that it's all negative. It's just, even in your good place, things could always be better. And that's what that is saying. It's like, even if you were in a great place, you still suffer emotionally. Doesn't matter how much money is in your bank account. Doesn't matter how many holidays you've had that year, how many friends you've got, or how many thimbles you've collected in your thimble collection. Emotionally, if something gets to you, it's going to get to you, and not all the thimbles in the world could probably take that away. Not all the friends, not all the holidays, not all the money, nothing. It's something that's imprinted onto you. So again, my lovely rat people, it is a process, and you can't rush this. Though, I do look forward to next week to see how you guys handle this and see how you get on with it. Until next time, my lovely rat peoples, I will be back in my next video for a reading for those born in the year of the Ox. So if you're interested in what the Ox is up to, I will see you over there next. If not, no worries. I'll just catch you in a video next time when we come back and do another video for you guys born in the year of the rat. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.